gods, it's lagging beyond all belief. It wouldn't do that normally, would it? Yes, it would. Oh boy. Having gander. Oh. One of these days I'll get her all figured out. There, I think that should do it. Excellent. Oop, forgot my music. I had to make a setup. I look like a goofball with the cords hanging out all over the place. So I had to make sure that I didn't have. Because you can't have that music playing and then be on YouTube, otherwise they yell at you. So I'm circumnavigating it. The circumnavigation. There we go. Alrighty. I hope the audio sticks around because it was being wonky earlier too. My jury rig thing I got here. Alright. This drawing is definitely going to have a pizza involved. Oh, hey, Gentry, how's it going? It's going to be involving pizza and moths. Oh, yeah. I haven't done one of these for a while. That's right. Pizza and moths. Because you can never go wrong with pizza. And I have a sneaking suspicion that the moth is my spirit animal. I don't like that one bit. I'll just come back to it. It's actually Mothman and a character that's similar to moths. They turned out to be friends because they enjoy the same style of pizza. Chicago deep dish. This is a character that some people might know. It's kind of a moth. It has been known to fight giant lizards. Oh yeah. I apologize if there's any wind, but it's hot, so I open my window. And I'm on the second floor of the headquarters, so there's a lot of wind coming in up here. The sun is almost coming around too as well. I'm going to start melting soon enough. I actually noticed that the Mothman statue actually has a butt crack on it, which I thought was kind of hilarious. So I can just never think of Mothman without this buff steel metal ass that he's been immortalized with. I was actually thinking about doing Mothman and Moth Lady, but this is kind of almost a fan request drawing from the Clamster. He's not even here to set a password either. Oh boy. Pizzas are easy to draw. It's like ice cream cones. Easy to draw. Way easier than a pie. Because you just gotta do a little bit to fool the eyeball. The human eyeball. Easily fooled. Can't be trusted. It's like when people see a UFO, they're like, there were 7, there were 6, there were 4 lights. Anyways, Mothman's doesn't really have any feet. He's got the usual style feet. I thought about giving him toes, but I don't know. It just doesn't seem right. Moths don't have toes. So why would Mothman have toes? I guess he's got humanoid style um, features and whatnot. Fairly humanish, but I don't know. Just and fingers, but maybe he does have toes. I'm not drawing them. Too bad. Put a suggestion in the comment box. No more apples in the vending machine, please. I don't like this table. I'm redoing this table. Throwing that one out. That was an IKEA table. I don't like it. It's getting tossed. Besides, Chicago deep dish has to be Chicago deep dish. You can't have regular thin little pizza box there. That's why they go to Chicago. They're Blackhawks fans and they love deep dish. Oh, of course, I had to make the top real small. Pizza 411. Chicago style. I don't have to write it in because I'll remember it later. Now that I say that, I'll probably forget. Look at their pals. My friend came over and shared pizza with me yesterday. And we watched people punch each other in the face on ice. Some weird ice hockey fighting league thing. It was surprisingly comical. They should just go back to old gladiator days and have people fight each other with swords and stuff like that. That's a pay-per-view worth seeing. People would pay money for that. Let's see here. Right there. I would pay for that. But not the animals, just humans, like human versus human. Actually, I was thinking, I thought those like mixed martial arts things, they should be like, hey, if you sign a waiver, excuse me, you can go in there and they'll load you up with some boxing gloves and you can beat the crap out of some other random person in the audience. I don't know how that's not even a thing yet. They should pay me to think up this stuff. That'd just be funny because you get all the like jacked up losers in the audience. You see them, they're like yelling and everything, and you're like, hey, you go in there and then be like, what do you get if you win? You'd be like, I don't know, bragging rights. Not like they save any purse for those guys. I also think it's comical that in things like rodeos and all these like macho sports, it's like he's a macho guy fighting all this stuff. He's looking to win a giant purse. It's like the least macho manny thing for holding money is a purse. I don't know. I just chuckle at it. I live in Alberta, so to deal with all the cowboys and stuff makes me chuckle. Not that I would ever want to get on an angry bull and try to like ride the thing around. Maybe like a happy, content bull that just doesn't mind people riding on it. And that's different. It's like somewhere along the way. Nobody does that with grizzly bears. That's what they should do. Grizzly bear rodeo riding. I'm just full of ideas today. Put that on pay-per-view too. Grizzly bear rodeo riding. Good gods. I don't know what song this is, but YouTube picked up a good one. Look at that. And it's nighttime too. It has to be nighttime. Unfortunately, there's not enough room for a lamp in here. That's okay. They're still in Chicago though. I should have made it a little more definite that they were in Chicago in the background, but that's okay. If you follow my drawings enough, you know that Mothman hangs out in Chicago. It's like, I got tired of Point Pleasant. I'm out of here. I'm going to Chicago. They got hockey. Pizza slices by the dozen. That doesn't even make any sense. Alrighty. Ooh, forgot about my Slurpee here. Oh yeah. delicious refreshing. Alright, I think that brush is a little bit too big for my needs at this moment. Bring her down a little bit. Get the purple and the black ready to go for my night skies, which are always the best. The daytime stuff. Oh, these earbuds are just terrible. What a struggle. Alright, here we go. Let me do something here real quick. There we go. Had to change the tunes up a little bit. Oh, of course. I don't know how people do this on a daily basis without plenty of practice, which I'm slowly going to get. But all right, nonetheless, I'm going to put the black down first, and then the purple afterwards. The black goes around most of the stuff that isn't going to be any similar color of that. So I won't put it near the buildings as much as possible, except for over there where I totally just lied. The lie detector determined that was a lie. So, and then anything that's not going to be close to everything that'll be, or matching the same color, will be the purple. You'll see. It'll work out in the end. Always does. I don't know if you call that destiny or something, but it just works out. That's how it is. So get the last little bit of black on there. That's a little sloppy. It's alright. Cat fuzz. Yeah, ambulances all over the place. Alright. Lay down some of that. I just got hit in the head and I got a black eye purple. These are the magical paints that I was given. A friend of mine sent them to me. They really are magical. The more water you put with them, the more the color changes, and you can just work with them really well. It's like an orchestra in a paint tube can. Juice box, water bottle sort of thing. Alright, I got a nice good glob over there. Excuse me. Should be chugging that Slurpee some more. Delicious Slurpee. I got the Jones Soda Blue and the Mountain Dew Red. Mountain Dew because I was thinking of my pal. And I always like the blue Jones Soda. Bubblegum. Which is weird because bubblegum is usually pink. So you don't really see people chewing bubblegum anymore. Maybe they've kicked all the ass they can handle. Let's put a little bit of purple over there too. Don't forget about that. Those low-rise bachelor suites way off on the right-hand side there. Yeah, they're definitely bachelor suites because they only got one window. They don't even get a balcony either. How about that? Imagine living in an apartment without a balcony. Hopefully, that'd have been the rope for me. Pals. Alright, finishing up. Now we're moving. Oh, yeah, there's another low rise bachelor suite there. They're lower rise than the other guys. They got even worse view, and they got a there's like a I don't know, there's a freeway right in front of that place. And they charge those suckers like $1,200 a month for rent. I don't know what the rent situation is like in Chicago, so I'll have to investigate that. I know one thing about Chicago: all the good industrial bands usually end up going there. And I have artwork in Chicago as well, hanging in a studio wall. Actually, the hallway going into the studio, which is pretty cool. So everybody's got to see it when they go by. I should get a hold of those dweebs and send them a comic book. Well, a cartoon book. Thinking about putting a comic book together, but currently working on the second book, so I don't want to have two things going at once. That's too much. I'm not the city of Edmonton with 5,625 different road projects going at once, and you drive by, there's like 75 people standing around, fucking dick in their hand and everything. Pardon my French. It's like, how long does it take to make a bridge going from over this one area to another area? And it's only 4 traffic lanes wide. Oh, I don't know, 2 years maybe? Anyway, it's not important. If you live in Edmonton, you know. It's hilarious. Nonetheless, I couldn't build a bridge if I tried. Oh, yeah, it's not true. I've built some bridges for my RPG stuff out of popsicle sticks and everything, and probably more sturdier than some of the bridges in Edmonton right now currently. Alright, we're just about done the sky here. The night sky, to be exact, because there's always a difference. The night sky gets to have UFOs, the day sky gets to have airplanes. Airplanes and Thunderbirds. Because I'm pretty sure there's not very many Thunderbird sightings at nighttime. Holy. Yeah. Now see this one, it has the one window, but those are the penthouse suites because it's got the smaller, more peony buildings underneath it. There's probably an Irish pub or something around the corner from that place. Finnegan's or something like that. And they probably actually like do their own excuse me, they probably do their own whiskey too. You can buy it off sales there. I hear they got a real good bowl of lamb stew. Actually, I haven't had lamb stew for a long time. Or haggis. That's always good. But that's not Irish. Okay. Working our way over. Get Mothman all colored in here. Just about colored his entire wing like a dummy. Because that was on the slant right there. That's why. Slant. I should have put some blue into this. It's too late now. That's alright. Next time, Gadget. Oh, it's a little bit too much purple in that spot there. That's alright. We got ways to fix that. Trust me. I'll never even know. Secret technique. Just gotta get a little water on there and move it over, and now it's not a secret technique because everybody knows. But that's okay. All knowledge should be shared. Shouldn't have secrets. Like when I was trying to make my book and I asked people, how do I go about publishing things? Oh, I just get a hold of a publisher. I'm like, yeah, but you did it. Give me some secrets here. And they're like, nope, can't really help you. It's like people don't want to help others because maybe if you help someone, that person gets famous and you're not famous. And apparently that's all you were looking for. So you don't want to help anybody because they might get a leg up on you, and maybe they'll forget about you, or maybe they won't. But who cares? But it's a big difference, anyways. Just it's like Bill and Ted said: be excellent to each other. Pretty simple concept. Because you never know. You could be walking, and a dog man will come out of the bush, and that guy you helped get a book series or something got really rich, and he decided to be going for a stroll with his super guts big sword that he bought or something. Dog man's attacking you, and then he just rushes in and cleaves the sucker right in half, and there you go. But if you wouldn't help that guy, he would have never got rich, and you'd have been eaten by a dog man. So that's the lesson in life. Help your friends, or a dog man will eat you. Put that on a poster. Oh, more bachelor suites at the end. Definitely the freeway runs by this guy's house, too. Could have the bachelor suites and all the hobos living on the edge of town, right by the train tracks. Catch a train down to Chattanooga. I'm not sure where that is. Chattanooga. I'm not positive. I'm not throwing a guess out there either, because Mrs. Fylth might be listening, and she'll be like, get me on my geography, because we're always battling about geography. Inside joke thing. Well, I definitely don't like this song one bit. There we go. Yeah, sorry about the wind if it's windy in your ears. That's alright. If it's too windy, put the volume down button. Okay, just about done with all the sky here. Get in between his arm and his smelly Mothman armpit. Smelly Mothman armpit. Okay. I do believe after I finish this sky, I'm going to have a pull on the old Slurpee. First time I ever had a Slurpee, my dad promised me, I'll buy you a Slurpee, son, but you have to race me to see if you can finish it first. I won that race. It was painful. If I ever meet someone that's never had a Slurpee before, I'm passing on that painfulness. The only downside about the wind is it's drying my paint up too quick, which is both good and bad, but gonna make that a little bit darker just to make the eye flow, because you have to make the eyeball flow. It's about the whole thing. That's why you get to put some space filler in sometimes, like a extra star or something. Oh, Alberta earthquake. Okay, that's all done, skis. 1 second here. Oh, the setup is just beyond me. It's pretty much just water by now. Excuse me. Okay. We're all juiced up. Alright. Get some red in there, because we gotta do the sign. The signage. The pals. Oh, this just... There we go. Cram those suckers right in there. to enough heavy metal concerts. Probably get bad enough hearing as it is, anyways. Terrible heavy metal music. The heavy metal music was so loud, I lost my hair. It migrated to my chest. And I need my spaced out radio green. That's what I call this green. I call it my spaced out radio green. Because just first couple cartoons I ever drew for spaced out radio, I had that in there, and I just always associated with that. So whenever I see that green, I'm like, yep, spaced out radio green. I think this fellow should work good enough. Well, we'll go to the super sniper brush here. This is why I don't talk on the show, because I just ramble to myself when I'm drawing. And also to prevent belchage. That was comical. To prevent belchage. Ah, crap, I just realized I was supposed to go to my dad's today. He'll forgive me. I'll just go there after work tomorrow and drink all his beer on him. Pet the dog and the cat. Smoke all his cigarettes. Eat his leftovers. You know, the usual thing that a good son would do. Thanks, Dad. Drank your beer. Dad, ate your leftovers. See you later, Dad. Bye. Took a bite out of your sandwich that you had for lunch tomorrow. No, I wouldn't do that. That's just cruel. Okay, stars are almost done. A little once over to smoothen them out. Because that's a little soggy, but that's okay. Trust me, when the pen goes down, it'll look nice and good. Probably can't hear me over the tropical earthquake flying through my window. Alright, next we have... Oh, let's just do that little heart real quick too while we're at it. And then I can knock out a little bit more red on that little panel there. Come on. This pen is not, or brush is not cooperating very well. There we go. It's got to be nice solid red. I don't like for the panels like that. I prefer it when it's good solid. Just comes up better when I scan it. It's also because a little more help for my web witch. She does all the good stuff, makes everything look nice. My pal Sharsky's. Okay, and the heart, because Moth character that fights giant lizards and Mothman are definitely pals. Isn't that cute? That's nice. Look at that. See, if everybody just ate pizza, it'd be all good. Eh, might as well do it in Mothman's eyeballs while we're at it. Those red Mothman eyeballs. Holy wind. But it's nice though, because top floor of the headquarters, and it's fairly warm in the old studio, so I don't mind doesn't bother me. Alright, got his eyeballs done. Up next we can do his sign, or his speech balloon. Speech balloon, where's the speech balloon color? I had to plug these things back in so I can hear my terrible music. Alright. Yeah. Mothman's got the super neon pink color for his speech balloon. Oh, these chords are just killing me. Oh, what a setup. I feel like a Borg. Chords sticking out. You know, for a super galactic species, it's apparently really smart. And, you know, they've assimilated all these. Like, nobody has invented Wi Fi or anything. Why do they have all these stupid cords sticking out of them? Are you trying to be like Space Pinhead? Uh, just, just like Jurassic Park, I always bitch about this. You can't be Oceanside in San Jose, Costa Rica. It's not on the ocean. And he spares no expense, but he gets lazy Dennis Nedry to do all this stuff for him? Come on. Unbelievable. Oh, I'm getting all riled up now. Jesus Christ. Okay. Settle down there, dirty filth. Ah, crap. You know, you think I'd learn, but sometimes I really don't. Alright. Coloring in character that fights gigantic lizards. Of no specific name. Thus avoiding copyright infringement. There's Raymond doing his terrible park job as always. Okay, I gotta get the right color here. Gotta do a little mixing. A little bit of mixing. I don't like doing this because there we go. I don't like doing it because I'm not very good at it, and I just feel like it's a lot of time that I could be used while drawing instead. But sometimes it's necessary, so there's not much you can do about it except get better at it, faster, more and faster, like KMFDM. That's a great band. I think I've seen KMFDM like 357,000 times or something. They used to come to Edmonton all the time. Cannibal Corpse and KMFDM used to come here all the time. It was pretty cool back in the early 2000s. It's good stuff back in the day. Always the Starlight Room too. Great venue. I've been there for a while. Ooh, actually I'll be going there October 14th, if I remember correctly. Just coming up soon. Front 242, man. I never thought I'd ever get to see them live. That's cool. They're still like 900 years old and still kicking ass. Those Belgians, man, I tell you. Alright, doing little moth characters. Little feetsies. See? Moths don't have toes. So Mothman doesn't get toes. It's only fair. It makes sense. Okay, here we go. Just need a little more black in there. It's not quite where I want it. That's it right there. That's it. That's the color right there. That's exactly what I was looking for. Oh, yeah. You know, I used to watch these movies back in the day where giant lizards would fight weird creatures and junk. It was pretty cool. Miss renting movies from the video stores. It's always a good time. Now we need some cream color. Did a bit of peach ice cream. I don't know, that actually sounds disgusting. I don't really like very much ice cream anyway, so kind of biased on that fact of not a fan of ice cream. So sometimes it's Pa Peterson's ice cream. That's okay. That's different. That's great stuff. I haven't. Oh, that's what I should do. I think they're closed on Sundays. But yeah, Pa Peterson's. If you ever go to Edmonton, go to Pa Peterson's ice cream. Cash only. Get the lunchbox special. They've had that since I was in junior high school. It's always been like $5 or whatever it is. Like inflation doesn't even affect this place. It's just a. It's just a. When you walk in there, it's a tear in the fabric of reality, and it's just stuck in time. Like it's there forever. In 10,000 years, when there's nothing left of this area, there's still going to be the essence of Pa Peterson's there, guaranteed. There's no way around it. It's going to happen. Nice magical yellow. Okay. Moth creature. It's almost done. I just gotta fill in the last bit of that spaced out radio green on the P for pals. Oh, this song is gonna have to get changed here pretty quick. Oh, I see what happened. That's the problem. That was supposed to be in a RPG file or music playlist. I put it in the wrong one. That's okay. It's all good. Alright. On to the Mothman himself. Actually, yeah, I'll just get that done real quick. There we go. Moth character's done. Mothman, and then Beats box table. And then that'll be ready for inking. Painting's always the hardest part. Okay, there, Mothman. Let's get you, Mothman, into existence. Slap a little base Mothman down. Ooh, that's just enough water of what I need. Yeah, that'll probably do the whole guy here. That's the secret about watercolor, among other secrets. You just kind of put some down, and then you can keep going to the reserves. It's like a water well, if you wish. I can catch you though sometimes. Sometimes you put too much down, and you can never recover from it. But this isn't going to be that case. Maybe if I had like 78 vodkas in or something, that'd probably be different, but come stumbling home after slugging 100 Stellas at the bar and try to draw cartoons, and next thing you know, you've painted the cats. Right down through his leg. Mothman's almost done here, by the way, everybody. Actually, get his hand over the top, round a boot, down there, past the cheese. Ooh, delicious cheese pizza. But this is a pepperoni pizza, because pepperoni pizzas are the easiest to draw. And if you get a little more detailed, you just throw some mushrooms on it, because then it adds a little extra. But yeah, toppings, easiest to draw in order, basically pepperoni, mushrooms, and then green pepper. And green pepper can be substituted anytime simply by the color into ground beef or ham cubes. So yeah, that's a little bit of random information there. Okay, just gonna give him one more pass over here to make sure that everything is in good standing order. Ooh, I like this song. Okay, just mostly uniform is what I'm looking for. Probably should have got a bigger brush. Too late now, and I'm not changing. Damn it, Klaus, you're stubborn. There we go. Alright. That looks good enough to me. Alright. Then I just gotta color in his speech balloon. Speech balloon. And then, yeah, he's not standing on a sidewalk. He's in a park somewhere, for sure. 100% for sure. Speech balloon, then the city, and then I gotta do the table, and then the city, and the most painstaking thing of it all will be the lights in the houses, and then it will be inking, and the inking takes like no time at all. But I gotta be careful with this, because that pen that I use, if it just gets a little bit of water on it, it runs like Lola Rent. That's a good film. Okay, I'm not gonna get any cuter with that. I don't want to wreck it. Okay, pizza. That's easy to do, because basically you can use I need a little bit of yellow in there. I need some yellow. Damn it, what the hell did I do there? Got a little mess up here, everybody. Panicking on the job. That's okay. We got it. It's under control. Dirty Fylth's got it. There we go. Look at that little tiny bug scooting across there. Oh yeah, I see ya. You're not hiding. Alright, take that. Get a dry brush run over. A bit of ink coming out there. Or cheese dripping. A little cheese drippy. Ninja catch. Nice. It's bugging me. It's bugging me. It's really bugging me. I just need the smallest amount here. Give to me your color. That's just enough. That's good enough. That's all I needed. That's all I needed. And a little strip of brown to go on there for the crust, because the crust is a little bit darker than the cheese. Unless you Little Caesar's cheese crust, pepperoni, or oh boy, stuffed crust, and with the parmesan and whatnot. Okay. Nope, I'm gonna have to let that dry out a little bit more. I'll have to come back to it. All right, time to do the city. Time to do the city. Let's put the smallest guy I got. You know what? We'll have to go to the sniper mode. Golgo 13 special. Yeah, the Golgo 13 special. One of my favorite mangas and anime shows. If you've never seen the live action, they apparently have live action with Sonny Chiba as Golgo 13. Alright, I apologize when I get to this point. I just kind of get in that zone. I can't explain what it's like. To be honest, it just feels very tight. It's the best way I can explain it. Everything feels just feels very very tight, and everything is just moving very slowly. It's the only way I can explain it. Sorry about that. Yes, everything just kind of slows down, and I find myself holding my breath, and then when I breathe out is when I just like hammer out a whole bunch of stuff. It's just strange, weird things I just picked up doing. I don't even know why I do them. I just do them. Gonna switch the brush here. Get this big guy out. Just want to get the main base of the buildings all painted in first, and then I can worry about matching up the rest of the stuff. Nobody really cares about that bachelor suite at the end there. I can just sit there forever. Nobody... His rent just went up because he's complaining about something. Oh, the water doesn't work. Oh, that's just too bad. Slumlords. Okay. After I do this one here, I'm going to have a Slurpee break. Slurpee. Okay. Oh, look at that. A little bit of Donkey Kong original soundtrack coming in on the playlist there. Nothing wrong with that. Played that for a while. I got Donkey Kong. That's a great game. I think I got all 3 ones on Super Nintendo as well. Yeah, I got a little bit ahead of myself with the wind and trying to get extra blobs going on, but that's okay. So it'll turn out in the end. Alright. Penthouse suite is done. Move on to commercial sector building. This guy's gonna be done here pretty quick. Did that there. This one over here needs a little love. Just a little bit of love for that guy. Okay. And just a couple more here. Quick extra color in there. Just gotta make it dark enough to match some of the surrounding fellows. Okay, that's almost done. Line there along the sides. Tighten all that color in. Bachelor suite at the end. Yeah, we'll give them some love. We'd turn their water back on for them. The heat's not going on, but they got water. Sorry you spent all your revenue on painting the sidewalk in front of your house. That's your choice. You get water or you get the heat. 2 choices only. Okay, now pizza box. Oh, I don't want a pizza. Maybe I'll get a pizza for supper. Table, classic brown. No tablecloth. He's just at the park. Gets no tablecloth. He didn't bring one. Besides, he's not on a picnic. He's just put his pizza down and he's having pizza with moth character that fights giant lizards. Ooh, Conjure Void. Alright, table's almost done. Details show up with the ink. Slide that right across there. And then darken up that leg a bit. Need a little more juice. Need more juice. I'm being blown away by an earthquake. Tropical earthquake, Ricky. You know, for as hot as it's been, there haven't been very many tornadoes in Alberta this year. Couple. Okay. Now we get the grass here. Let's go this way. Oh look, cat hair. Who would have thought? Don't know how that got there, whiskey. There's nowhere to be seen either. Alright, put the grass down. Things are collapsing around me. That's right. Collapse all they want, as long as the drawing doesn't get dumped on by water. Then we're good. Okay. Grass. Always get to have the outliner grass. With the little bushes and stuff. Because you get to have little bushes every once in a while. Just makes the drawing click. And also, there's plenty of bushes if you go out into the public and wander around outside. Just avoid the humans. Oh, jeez. At the store today, and of course, you get the guy, it's like... He waits till Sunday at like 11:30, and he goes to the store, and he's got all his scratch tickets. And he's got to make sure he gets all of them checked, and like he checks them, and then you got to get the guy at the counter to check them, and there's 50 people lined up behind him. He probably just came back from A&W, having coffee with his buddies. Jeez. I hope when I'm old I don't hang out at A&W in the morning. Okay. And then a couple patches of darker grass here and there and there and one there. There's that little bug again, just zipping across. Whoa. He teleported. That bug basically teleported. What are you doing there, little fella? I don't know if you can see that bug or not. It's really tiny. Yeah, there he is. You can see him moving. That's a round-tail spring bob. That's what they call them. Round-tail spring bobs. I most definitely did not just make that up right now. The lie detector determined that was a lie. Alright, back to drawing the grass, painting the grass. A little bit of that in there. And then the other green has to come in now to fill in the rest of the grass. Just a wee bit. And we're almost done the painting side of this. This has only got about maybe once the painting's done, there's about 10 minutes worth of inking, and then hope you guys were taking notes because there's going to be a quiz afterwards. No, there's no quiz. Yeah, there's a quiz. No, there's not. Maybe there is, but I don't know. I don't have time to think up questions. I'm going to go run over people with cavalry after this. Just thinking about going to go do some fishing next weekend. Oh, stupid head bud ear things. Ah. Luckily, I work at a place where I can access fishing equipment for dirt cheap. Except I'd like to have a dog. Get hold of my boss, Big Denny. Sell dogs too. To have dogs at our work all the time. We already have dogs at our work. We need more dogs. Everyone needs dogs. If you work somewhere, you should be allowed to bring your dog into work. 100%. Work is so much better. It's hilarious though. Some of this delivery drivers, you see the dogs and they just get freaked out. Like, I can't come in there, man. I don't do good with dogs. It's like, dog's not going to hurt you, buddy. Might try to steal your lunch money or something. Flirty break. This thing is just pure liquid at this point in time. What a rip. Still cold though and delicious. Sorry about that. Alright, almost done this sucker here. Another quality drawing by Dirty Fylth. This one is available for 17 large pizzas. Alrighty. Put that over there. Get that. I'm gonna have to move my smiley guy over a bit. Smiles McSmilerton. Smilin' Mylin. If I had a dog, I'd name him Mylin, so I could be like, hey, Smilin' Mylin. And he'd be happy all the time. Because we'd go out looking for Sasquatch. And then we'd fight Dogman together. And then we'd beat up Dogman, and Dogman would be like, well, I was bested by a good dog and a better human, so I am now your friend. And I'd be the only guy that would have a pet Dogman. Everybody'd be real jealous. You'd have all these dweebs coming over being like, Dirty Fylth, let us investigate your Dogman. I'd be like, $10, man. They give me $10 and I'd be like, okay, there's the Dogman. Just go down that hallway, through that door, keep going. And they'd be like, ah! And I'd be like, I don't know whatever happened to that guy. He came to my house and he left. That's terrible. That's already an idea. That's the Carnosaur movie idea, basically. What a cheesy, awesome movie. If you ever get the chance to see if you ever want to watch a really lame film that's so bad it's good, you gotta watch Carnosaur. I think they did like 3 or 4 of them. They're just, oh, there's something else, I'll tell you that much. Now it looks like he's got meatballs on his, you know what? He's got meatballs on his pizza. How about that? Meatball pizza. That's what he's got. Alright. I got a secret maneuver for these windows. Whoop! Pen down! Pen down! Ooh, I left that open, didn't I? Oh, no, I didn't. Not bad. 1 second here. Oh, garbage can down, everything. Holy. Everything's going down. Oh, this mangled can here. Hi, I'm a crippled can. Look at me. Oh yeah, ginger ale. Beverage of the gods. These better be on the right side. Whatever. At this point in time, it doesn't matter. We're almost done. Let's get these windows drawn in, shall we? Windows going in. I'm a window installer. I install windows and paint houses. Okay. There's a difference between painting houses and being a cleaner. Trust me. I know a lot of Italians. You know what? I think Mothman, his friend, the moth creature that fights giant lizards, you get a little yellow beak there on you. Alright. Look at this penthouse suite. You just know that guy up on the top there, businessman. He's probably doing some nefarious things up there. And you got low-rise guys. These guys are just smoking weed and eating pizza. Aspiring artists and musicians. Single house husbands. Alright. Look at that. I love this pen. You just zip right through. Pew pew! This is the MG42 of pens. Bird clack. Whoop. Cat fuzz. Cat fuzz. I swear with cats, I've opened up sealed bags. I buy a box of crackers, and it comes in a box. And inside the box, There's 4 sleeves of crackers. I open up those sleeve of crackers, and somehow there's already whiskey hair in it. It makes no sense. Nonetheless, whoops. Cats, I tell you, cats. The old weird Wingham here. This is just to dry everything up a little quick. That's why I always do this if anybody ever sees it on the show and they're like, what the fuck is he doing, Jim? It's just to dry this stuff quicker. But Bob Perkins isn't here to look at my hands. What a guy. Okay, let's see here. What are we gonna start with? Let's do that star. We'll go. I should do one left-handed one day, just for good measure. Do a Japanese left-handed style. Right to left, with the left hand. That seems like a little bit of work, though. I'm not here to work, I'm here for pleasure. Because I just enjoy doing this stuff. Whoop. Have a slice. My pal Ray gave me a slice pizza yesterday. I mentioned that already. That's what friends do. If you ever want to know about true friendship, read the Malazan book series. Malazan Book of the Fallen series. And when you get to the character Bentley, when you get to the character Beak, that's friendship. Nice pipe. Where'd you fucking steal that one, Clint? Sorry, yelling at kids outside. But yeah, the character of Beak, well, he's not my favorite, and I have no particular feelings towards him besides, it was a good character. He was only in so much of the... It wasn't in a lot of the books, it was just in the one, and... Yeah, a tragic story of his back past and all that stuff and everything, but that's true friendship there. It's probably one of the best series ever made in any fantasy series. I read a lot of them. Difficult to get into, big time, because it just drops you right in. But look at that, thing's all crooked there. Okay, have a slice. Moth creature that fights giant lizards. Okay, I've heard this song about 10,000 times. It's getting into the radio annoyance style. You get to listen to the radio at work and they play the same garbage every day. Like, I can't tell. You know what? Unpopular opinion. Nirvana's awful. Rush is awful. Pink Floyd. I couldn't flush enough toilets. AC/DC, tolerable if it isn't like Back in Black or Thunderstruck or something. Just I don't know. I should write a nasty letter to them. I'm pretty good at that. Dave Scott knows all about that. He says foyer incorrectly. Foyer. Okay, now I gotta move on to the man, the myth, the Mothman. With his weird Mothman eyeballs. We're almost done here, folks, by the way. And everybody will be able to go for a pee break. Unless you got smart, got yourself a piss jug. Ooh, Mothman with your little moth antennae. Ooh. Mothman is getting all goopy here. Yeah, sun's coming around. Start to get sweaty. Gotta finish the job. The task will be complete. Oh, these earbuds are just dumb. I gotta get a good headset, because if I use my normal headset, for some reason the music somehow, it picks up the music inside the headset from the microphone, which is just drunk beyond all belief. Whoever invented that idea should immediately be fired and then blacklisted from whatever type of stuff that he does. Sound engineering or whatever. Or fired and blacklisted immediately. Okay. Get Mothman's little fluffy moth hand all there underneath there under that slice of pizza. It's got his meatball pizza. That's what it is. It was going to be pepperoni, but it's meatball pizza. He's having a meatball pizza lover. She claims it's awkward. Meatball pizza. Oh, fuck. You know what? Now I have to make a meatball pizza. That's the only logical thing to possibly do now. Porcupine meatball pizza, to be exact. Porcupine meatballs are awesome. It contains no porcupine, though. I don't know. I think a porcupine would probably be pretty greasy. Probably like a bear. Bear's greasy as fridge. Look at that, eh? Meatball pizza. Nice. Yeah, porcupine meatballs, the only difference is they're regular meatballs, but you put rice in them. Might sound weird, but when you grow up in Edmonton housing and you're poor as hell, you just throw everything into whatever you... If you're rich enough, you got some meat, you throw whatever you got in that sucker. Did that thing fall on the floor? Just roll up the shit that's on the floor in it too. A couple cigarette butts in there. Those cigarette butts, they'll just disintegrate nice and good. Add a little smoky flavor to it. I turned out okay. Alright. There's Mothman and his moth foot. Look at the little fluffy feet. Let's get a little fuzz on there. Isn't that cute? Yeah, it's cute. Alright. Now he gets his other shoulder in there. And he's pointing at his moth friend that fights giant lizards. With his little Mothman finger. Let's get a little fuzz on there too. He could just pick a wicked nose with the sharpness of that Mothman finger. Maybe he does that. He offers up nose-picking services. It's like, you can't get that booger out of the back of your nose? Well, you call your neighborhood Mothman. He'll deal that sucker right in. Holy crap, I haven't heard this song for a long time. Alrighty. My ginger ale's already warm. That's garbage. I don't trust there either. It's gonna have to get warm. Too bad for me. Too bad, Dirty Fylth. Co-parter, Lloyd. Ooh, now we're drawing. Giant moth creature that fights also giant lizards. Also equally giant lizards, rather. This little fluffy moth face. fuzzy guy. His little moth wings. There's a type of moth that is always floating around my house. I call them Melvins. They've been here ever since I lived here, so pretty much I'm living in their place. Alright. Finish up his little moth legs. And a little moth creature that fights giant lizards. I wish the clamster was here to see this one. Clamster. If I had his phone number, I'd phone him right now. Okay, he's got little Kinder Surprise arms. I think I'm okay with that. I wasn't expecting to do that, but we'll go with it anyways. Hey, it looks more like a owl or whatever. Too bad, that's how he is. To make a couple differences so I wasn't sued by certain Japanese companies. I'd have to go to Japan and try one of their like hamburger vending machines. They got like used panty vending machines and shit there too. That's something else, man. Imagine that. But how do you get the job for that? Oh, I really love to. Why do you want a job at the used panty vending machine company? I just have a passion for used panty vending machines. And like, do they pay people just to like? What's this? What's the deal? Like, I'm just intrigued by the whole situation. Do they have? Do they cost more by how long they've been worn, or if they're clean, or if they? I don't know. These are the things that I have to go to Japan to investigate. I don't even know any Japanese. Luckily, I know some people that know Japanese. I'd be like, Spookles, I need to borrow you for about a week. We're going to Japan. And then I'd get my buddy Mike or Curtis from work. Him and his wife can come too. I'll be like, you guys are my translators. This is Spookles the cat. And they'd be like, she's not actually a cat. I'd be like, yeah, she is. She's just in human form. Ooh, buildings. Actually, might as well do the table over here. And then I go to Japan and I try out all the weird vending machines. And all the cool noodle places. My pal Curtis went to this one place and he said that you go in there and there's that little bug again. You go in there and you go through these like doors and everything, and then apparently go to some courtyard. You write down on a piece of paper what you're looking for, and you're in a courtyard with something to the effect of 3 or 4 other people in this little courtyard thing, and then they specially make your order and bring it out to you. And yeah, there's only like 5 or 6 people or tables available when you go there, and you go by all the like fancy places and it's all lined out to the wazoo and everything, and people are like, this is the best one ever, but this is one of those secret places that the locals know about. Like when I went to Costa Rica with my adopted mom and dad, it was comical because we get there and it's like, oh, let's go for something to eat or whatever. They go to like Quiznos or like Subway. And then when we went to the actual restaurants and junk, it was like, it's funny. We were in Hako, and there was a little burger place on the, I don't know, it's like the equivalent to me would be like the White Ave or the Granville or whatever. My dad goes to the lady, he's like, do you speak English? And she's like, no English, right? No English, sorry. And so he points to the cheeseburger on the thing and he goes, I'd like a cheeseburger. Like, it's breath, Dad. They don't know English. It doesn't matter if you say it slower, they're still not going to know. I chuckled. But yeah, even to this day, I always have a joke about that because it was just funny. It's like it was a huge culture shock for him because before we got there, I'm like, pops, it's gonna be a language barrier for sure, and everybody's gonna be running on island time, so you're not getting anything fast. And he's like, no, it's okay, I'll be fine. I'm like, just letting you know. And yeah, oops, we'll get that bottom stuff at the end there. But yeah, that was funny. My trip to Costa Rica. I won the trip off a radio show too. It's, you know what though? I would definitely go back, and it's totally like Vegas. I was always like, I'd never want to go to Vegas. There's nothing for me in Vegas, just gambling and junk. Guess what? I went to Vegas. Going back next year. This time I'm gonna bring a stack of cartoons. $100 a shot if you want it. I think that's a fair price for an original. I'm not even famous. You're gonna dump $100 into a vending machine anyways for some fatback Rosero guy living in Texas with his giant bank account, and like he's got 47 cars and 17 dump trucks that he goes out and does, nefarious things with. Probably knows a lot of Italians. They need things put into the ground, concrete pillars and stuff for structural capacities on buildings and all that stuff. And legitimate Luigi's building company and whatnot. So that's probably what that guy does. It'd be better to spend your $100 on cartoons. And we're almost done all the windows. The guy that lives in this particular suite, he collects reptiles. And they don't allow reptiles in the building. They don't even allow pets in this building, but he does that. This guy in here is a jerk. He's violating tenant landlord agreements, and he's going to complain when he gets busted. But it doesn't matter, because Mothman's having pizza with his pal, the giant moth that fights giant lizards. This stupid earbud thing. After this, I'm going to phone Science Bob and tell him to send me a rocket, and I'm going to take these earbuds and launch them into space, directly into the sun, so they can never bother me ever again. Just photo up. Like, Science Bob, I need a rocket. What do you do with a rocket? I'm going to launch it right into the sun. Why? These headphones are bugging me. Okay. I'll get it. Special delivery. Mothman 411 delivery. Right to my house. Right now. After I finish this. Oh, we're down to the last 5-10 minutes or so here, everybody. I've done way too much talking for one day. Pizza 411. Chicago style. That's deep dish, by the way. If I went to Chicago and I bought a pizza and it wasn't automatically deep dish, oh, I'd be like, look here, Spankies, I'm Canadian, but you're giving me a regular pizza in Chicago that isn't deep dish? And the guy'd be like, you came to Tony's thin crust pizza palace. I'd be like, you shouldn't even be allowed to fucking work here, Clint. Then the fight would be on. Dogman come running through there. Sasquatch try to back me up. Steel chair over the head. And it's just... yeah. Because I get a pet Dogman now, apparently. Alright. Got that done. This guy needs a little more fuzz on him. A little more fuzz. There you go. Fuzzy McFuzzerton. You little weird moth owl eagle looking thing. Good gods. What hells from fantasy series did you crawl out of? Alright. Someone's cooking something that doesn't smell very pleasant. Alright. Nonetheless, though, get this grass all done in here. detail around his feet. A couple of those guys. Maybe a couple little flowers springing up there. A couple there too. A couple little flowers. This one's got a little nice little flower patch over there. Always use flowers. Everybody needs flowers. Mrs. Fylth brings me flowers randomly out of nowhere. She works at a. She's a shipper receiver, but she deals with flowers. Sometimes she brings me flowers home. And I come home and there's a flower sitting on the counter. I always go, lover, what kind of flower do you want? She's like, if you get me a flower, I'll stab you. And she's an ace with a throwing knife, so I can't run away from her either, so I just don't want to get hurt. Look at that, isn't that nice? Clunk. Look at that. What a nice drawing. I think that's pretty much good to go. I gotta take a picture to send to Spookles the cat so she can do her thing. Well, creeps and cryptids, thanks for sitting around and watching me draw stuff. I'll be on Spaced Out Weirdo tomorrow, drawing more cartoons. And then Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday and indefinitely. Okay. Tschüss.